Episode 3, Project Chemistry.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sass, Muffin Gaming. I'm your host Gokuman and I'm with
FRXR.
and we're playing a little Project Chemistry. So it's been a couple weeks since the last time we played.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been wild 2 weeks.
Wild
Yeah.
2 weeks. Why has it been wild?
Well, my computer went down and we had to change out all the parts on the computer. And now the computer's working again. And, you know,
I thought you said it was a wild 2 weeks.
it was wild 2 weeks.
That sounds like a semi-busy afternoon.
That's a pretty wild for my life.
So, Project Chemistry, Episode 3. Yeah, we're just gonna move on from that.
Right. I should probably put my glasses on.
Alright, so where did we leave off last time? I'm super excited to get back to this.
Last time we had ended this off by making synthetic rust, which was fun.
It was. We got to work with a really big atom in iron, well, one of the bigger ones that we've seen thus far. So yeah.
Yeah, and we still haven't gotten. Did we get the chlorine?
Well, I guess we didn't do that one because it doesn't have completed on it.
Yeah. Well, I thought we had chlorine for some of the stuff later on.
We do. We have like a chlorine molecule.
Yeah. So we should be able to make
Yeah, we can do that.
That's an acid, right? That's
It is an acid. Good job.
Hydroxide.
Nope.
No.
This is a tough one.
Because the name has nothing to do with its formula.
Oh no, it does. The name, the formula tells you exactly what it is. I will say this is a tough one.
Can I cheat? Can I pull out my?
Sure, go ahead.
I think it's buried. I'm going.
Didn't you just show me that sheet like last week?
Yeah, well, I reorganized. It's actually more.
For those that can't see this, he's shuffling through a drawer that has all kinds of things in it. Organization is not part of this. If I were picking a set of words, organization would not be what I would use to describe this situation.
Definitely not the word.
I'm seeing past due bills. I'm seeing checks. I'm seeing just, I don't know, other types of advertisements with markers and pencils and paper clips. I see absolutely nothing that's relevant to what we're doing. I see nothing relevant to what we're doing here.
Yeah, I don't know where the sheet went.
Ooh, is that a CD? Is this a CD? Now,
that is a CD.
This is a fossil. This needs to be in the Smithsonian somewhere.
Surprisingly, that came with my new motherboard. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
It's like they think I'm gonna have a CD drive or something.
It's like they think you're gonna keep up with it.
Yeah. Anyways, it wasn't hydroxide. Hypochlorate?
It's actually close.
What is it?
Hypochlorous acid.
Hypochlorous.
So that is ClO, which is the hypochlorite ion, and then when you add an H to it, it makes it an acid. So the ite ending goes to an us acid, so hypochlorous acid. Okay. Or if it's in the solid or gas phase, it's hydrogen hypochlorite.
I don't think I would have ever gotten that.
No, it's a rough one. It's an oxyacid. So
yeah.
All right, so let's try this one. I think I actually alluded to this one before a few episodes ago when I said that we get to one of the harder ones. Yeah.
We may have, yeah. Do we want to start with like some monoxide? Do you think that would be a good place to start?
We're just trying to make it, right?
Yeah. So or should we just spawn raw elements? Because
sure.
Because we need hydrogen, we need chlorine, and we need oxygen.
Yeah, but the fun part is I don't actually know how to make this.
Interesting. So, do you think it's one of those that you make by combining it with water?
I mean, yeah.
So if we were to grab some like water, get out of here. We don't need no hydrogen gas.
So we have water. If we have chlorine gas, all right. So we have ClOH. So if you add these two together, it should make HCl. And
do we have enough to balance it?
Yeah, we do.
Because on the quest it said that was just straight HClO, right?
To produce HCl and oh yeah. So
You have a hydrogen on the one side and chlorine on the other of the oxygen.
Yep. And then the other HCl will come together just to make hydrochloric acid.
We need another oxygen. No?
Why?
So
go back. So you have H, Cl, and O, right?
Okay.
And then you'll have HCl.
Okay.
So no,
that balances out.
Yeah. But they're doing a different. Okay, right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure how to make this. That's the only thing.
Maybe we need more for the balancing of the equation, depending on what the products are.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't want to just like spawn stuff. I kind of want to go about it systematically. Is there like a hint or anything that we could do?
I think this is the hint.
Spawn HClO.
So once we get HClO, we can conduct a redox reaction to produce hydrogen peroxide, hydrochlorate, and
Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we made chloric acid and
maybe that's our hint right there is the hydrogen peroxide.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe that's why it's the first thing you have to make. But that still doesn't solve the problem of how do you make. Alright, so now we have hydrogen peroxide. Let's try to see it now. Reactions?
That's decomposition.
Yeah, and it'll give us... Okay, let's just do it and see what happens.
You want to just decompose it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and now let's see if there's another reaction available.
To HCl.
Okay.
Not HClO.
There's HCl. We might need that. So let's just make HCl.
We got some acid.
So now what we have is hydrochloric acid. So we could... I don't know if it'll let us. Okay, what reactions do we have now? There it is. Yes. Okay.
That's kind of weird. So like the hydrogen peroxide breaks down into the hydrogen oxygen. You incorporate some chlorine, and that creates the byproduct of HCl and oxygen. And those, if left on their own, will recombine into hypochlorous acid.
Yeah, for the main part. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just leave them in an environment, and they just kind of naturally keep reacting.
Well, this is a combustion reaction here, so this can kind of just, I don't know.
Because I know there's things like that where like you put things in an environment and they kind of just keep reacting.
Yeah, like a nice old chain reaction, just going.
So like if we were to make the HClO, would that then decompose back into like HCl and oxygen?
No, because HCl is a strong acid, so you can't make that. Again, not like that. Like, so how we made HCl is how it's typically made. You have to combine like hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, chlorine gas to make that. So this is an irreversible reaction, so it's only going to happen one way. Like, this reaction can't happen the other way to produce HCl.
So it combusts and then it perspirates into like this.
Perspirate?
I'm thinking like perspiration, like rain, right?
Condenses.
Thank you.
No, here you go. I was like, I think I know what you're saying, but I don't remember. Okay, yeah. What are we talking about?
Well, we were talking about how we got here.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I just never would have thought about that if I didn't have like anything walking me through. But yeah, good credit to you, because you're the one that said we should have started with hydrogen peroxide. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do that.
Bacteria carnage has been completed. What? Did we do 2 quests at once by accident?
Maybe.
Yeah, we did.
So that's that's 2 goals.
Wait a minute. Okay.
So now we need to do the redox reaction to produce.
Okay, so we're taking the hydrogen chloride,
hypochlorous acid. Yeah.
And then we're redoxing that back into these parts. So it does decompose in a way, right?
Not how they're saying it. So
Yeah.
what they're doing is trying to make a redox reaction, which means oxidation reduction. Hold on, I need to see what's going on here because
So we took hydrogen, oxygen, and chlorine gas, put them in an environment, and they created an acid and some oxygen.
Yeah.
And then those combined in that environment to create the hypochlorous acid. And then in a water dissolution, so it then would dissolve, or however you would say that, decompose into water and dichlorine monoxide, so a liquid and a gas.
Good job.
I'm assuming that's what's happening here, right?
Yeah. Now the thing is though, is that the question? Because I don't think we're making dichlorine monoxide.
We can head back here and check that out.
Yeah, so we're making HCl, water, and O2. Now, that's 3 oxygens, 3 hydrogens, a chlorine.
And that isn't a redox reaction. That isn't a redox reaction, is it? So that says water dissolution.
That is not a redox reaction.
Yeah, so this isn't what we want.
Do you know why it's not a redox reaction?
Walk me through it.
No, don't worry about it. It's a long thing. Don't worry about it. It has to do with following charges and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, you're right. No, it's not a redox reaction.
And it kind of lists here that this was the result of losing heat, because it says it's endothermic, right? So as the hydrogen hypochlorous acid would lose the heat from the combustion, it would decompose into this.
No, so what happens is endothermic means that you have to put energy into it, that it requires an energy input for the reaction to happen. So as opposed to the system releasing energy into the surroundings, the system requires energy.
Okay, so it's kind of the opposite of what I said.
Yeah, you're right. It's just endothermic and exothermic. It's just the direction of where energy or where heat is flowing.
Yeah, so this was the resting state, and once you energized it, it became this.
We're gonna not say resting state. No, it just makes me think. It makes me think physics, and I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Well, I love physics, so
I'm good at it. I just don't.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so we need to figure out how to set up a condition for a redox reaction then. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do. Okay, so we're gonna make a redox reaction with that. So wait. What are our products in this current reaction? Can you go back to reactions? All right. So what we need to make is HCl. In addition to this, we need to make HCl and O2. I think we need another water.
So throw some water in here.
Well, if we have another water, because we already have one, if we have another water, then you can make HCl, and then that other oxygen can go there. So I think you're still missing a chlorine.
So rather than us adding heat to this environment, we're adding water into this. So we're putting our acid into water.
I'm just guessing with water. I don't exactly know what I'd be. Let me see.
Okay, because on the quest we were looking at H2O. I'm looking at
H2O2.
Oh, H2O2.
Oh, you're talking about here? Or,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's H2O, HCl, and O2. But my point is that that's not an available reaction. So we're gonna have to do something else for it.
Oh, because I think I see what it is. We have an extra chlorine here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. It's like even if we added another water, you still don't have anywhere else for that extra chlorine to go.
Because if we added a water in, then we have 3 hydrogen. And then we have 3 oxygen.
Well, you need 3 because you're trying to make H2O, HCl, and O2. So you need 3 hydrogens.
So we'd almost need 2 hydrogen. I mean, 2 waters. 2 waters, because then we'd have 2 hydrogen. I don't know. I'm kind of. My whiteboard is a little sketchy.
Maybe we shouldn't be using this equation as our base.
Yeah.
Because this equation is not meant for what we're trying to do.
Right.
So.
Oh, I mean, I think we were trying to work backwards.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do that reaction. I have an idea. Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now.
Where are we?
Oh no, it's all gone.
Lost.
Such empty.
There we are.
Such empty.
Okay, so our acid turned into this gas and this liquid.
Okay, now let's hit the reactions again. Okay.
So this is saying when
The
we
reverse.
lose the heat, we would turn back into
Right.
if it was self-contained.
Yeah. So this, what you'll notice, is that this is an exothermic reaction.
Yeah.
And it's the opposite of the one that we had before, right?
Yeah.
So if it's endothermic one way, it's going to be exothermic the other way. It's a little thing. It needs fire.
So let's test that theory you had
What?
of having this, right? Having this, so, and then adding some water into the environment.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got.
No.
Alrighty, so if we're gonna make,
Oh, I was gonna get that little sketch pad there for you.
sure, I might need it,
Viewers, I may be gone for a couple minutes.
but you just edit it out.
No. You can talk to them, praise
I
them.
have nothing. What am I supposed to say?
You could call them beautiful.
Yes.
Praise them, uplift them.
I don't know if they would. I would like to get consent before I just call people beautiful.
I mean, we're all beautiful.
Yeah, we are, but people like to take it different ways sometimes. So you want to make sure that people are consenting to it, and that you don't
consent
want
is
it to be
key.
malintent or anything, or seen as predatorial or anything perverse.
Oh, before I go and get this sketch pad, since we're talking, I found out the funniest thing.
Okay. So you're telling me that you, in fact, let me try to guess what kind of funny thing that you're.
Well, this is a little off topic from chemistry.
No, I figured. So let me see. You actually, in fact, had a run-in with 3 black guys.
I mean, that's a daily interaction.
That's a daily interaction, right? Okay.
But the funny thing I found out was, so you know how our channel is Sass Muffin Gaming, right? Our avatar is a Sass Muffin.
Is that what the name of this channel is?
Yeah, something like that.
Is this a new change?
No,
I was not notified of this.
but so we have a Sassy Muffin, and I was setting up the Patreon to our 100 subscribers.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, okay, I want little muffins. But what do you call a little muffin? So I typed that into Google.
A mini muffin? A mini muff?
Yeah, a muff. So I was just like, okay, I'll call my people muffs, because you know how every channel has their little like fun pet names for their fans and stuff. And I went with muff. So I typed that in. I double checked. I typed that into Google. It said muff definition. It's the top of the muffin. You cut off like the bottom, you have the little top, it's a muff, right?
Girl, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
I think you know where this is going.
You know what? I don't think I know where it's going, so I'm just gonna sit here and
Google it.
Yep.
Well, I found out that muff is also slang for the upper pubic area of a female.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when
Yeah.
you said muff to begin with.
And I mean, it's not a bad terminology. The reason why it was named that is for the same reason why the top of the muffin is called a muff, is because it's like the fluffy area.
Is this what you really think you should be calling your
Well, now I'm second guessing
I
because
think you should third guess. And then fourth. I don't.
But like, I can't think of anything else. What would you call mini muffs? Mini muffins?
Abandon muff. It doesn't have to be muffin based.
What else is it gonna be if it isn't muffin based? Exactly. Cupcake? Like cupcakes? That doesn't make sense. Or muffin channel.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's not only is it weird, it's not muffin based.
Like, how about Niffums?
Niffums?
Oh no, muffin.
That sounds like that could be derogatory.
Niffums. That's true. You can go get a sketch pad. I need to think. I don't know.
Okay.
Let me think. Something like a muffin. That's like I don't. I mean, you're not giving me a lot of options here. Like,
I am back with a sketch pad.
mad muffins. I'm just
It's a hard problem. We can think it over. Talk about it as we go.
the Muffin Mob.
Ooh, that's not a bad one. The Muffin Mob.
I don't know. That's kind of thinking of something else. No. That's like inspiration of like another.
So, for all of you who are just loving our series that we have here with chemistry and are possibly thinking of ever supporting me on Patreon, I would love it if you guys would go down into the chat and have a friendly discussion about what you think the fan base should be called.
Muffin tops?
Muffin tops?
Because a muffin top is like
That actually is derogatory.
muffin heads.
Okay. Have your discussions down in the comments below on what you guys think I should call all of you. Because obviously our other options have been negated because of the slang that is identified or affiliated with it. So back
I
to
also did not know we were called Sass Muffin. I mean, was there a notice out for when the name was changed?
that's the name from the beginning. You know, the whole intro of
I wasn't present for that board meeting. I apparently was out somewhere.
you know that whole moment at the beginning of every episode when I say, "Hey everybody, welcome to Sass Muffin Gaming."
I don't know. I just thought that was just something you like to say. It's like you're, you know, it's a beautiful night to save lives or something. I don't know. Like I just that was a Grey's Anatomy reference. For those who didn't, yeah.
All right. So our problem here, creating a redox reaction. So just a reminder for all those who are watching, what exactly is a redox reaction? That just clears it.
I don't know how to write on the.
You just write on it.
But it's black.
Write on it.
Oh.
It's a boogie board.
It's like, oh, do I shake it and it goes away?
No, you hit the button.
My mind has been blown.
All right. So we're a reminder about the redox reaction.
So a redox reaction is a type of reaction, obviously. Basically, it has to do with how the charges are changing from the products to the reactant side. Trying to keep this as basic as possible. In most reactions, you don't see, you know what? Nope, we're just gonna leave it at that. A redox reaction is one where the charges of the individual atoms or ions changes from the product side to the reactant side. It doesn't have to be all of them, it just has to be at least one of them, usually two, but you know.
So how might that apply to our acid here in composing it down to water, chlorine, and oxygen?
Why do you give me all the hard questions? Like, why is this?
Because you're the expert.
I am not an expert. Do you think that, you know?
I believe legally you are the expert here.
I don't legally. I should be. All right, what are we trying to do again? We're going from HClO.
Yes.
To what?
Water, chlorine, and oxygen.
HCl.
Yes, water, HCl, and oxygen.
And oxygen. All right, so, I mean, okay.
We are doing some brain science here.
Out. Why are you doing that?
I'm adding exposition, you know?
No, it's fine. Okay, good.
I can cut out whatever I want to in post.
That's true. Okay. What is the exposition? What are you exposing?
Well, I was gonna say, while you guys are waiting here, enjoy this meme.
What's the meme of?
Let's say it is a unicorn meme. A unicorn meme about finding the answer to the problem. Ooh, did you ever watch Charlie the Unicorn on YouTube?
I didn't, unfortunately.
That was some great times right there. It was completely stupid. It is about as stupid as the funny stuff you find on YouTube nowadays.
Okay.
So the premise was that there was this unicorn called Charlie who was this belligerent, like, old man of a unicorn, and his two friends who were like too full of energy and like very childish come up to him and they're just like, Charlie, you need to take us to Candy Mountain. And
is this a kid show?
No. This was like a short on YouTube. And like Charlie is being old man and being like, no, I don't want to go to Candy Mountain. You can't make me. And they're just like, come on, Charlie, go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Let's see if I can do a good impression.
Okay.
Charlie, let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. It's probably really bad for your impression, but that's like the joke behind it.
I'm so sorry you all had to hear that. I didn't approve of this. I didn't know what we were walking into. You know what? I blame myself because I should have just said no, but So what I'm currently doing is something known as balancing equations, and it's going to allow me to know how much of everything that we need. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
So since we know the product is water, HCl2, and O2.
So we're trying to balance that in a reaction and determine how.
So this is HCl, or not necessarily 2HCl, but 2HClO.
HClO.
Plus question mark.
Doesn't have to be a plus.
No? Or minus? Plus, minus?
If it's a redox reaction, it could just decompose into, like the redox reaction could just be it breaking up into water, HCl and O2. The issue is that does not balance at all. And there's something missing. Like
Well, let's look at the quest to see if there might be a hint here. So we completed Bacterial Carnage when we were setting up for Where Is My Chlorine, right? Mm-hmm. In Bacterial Carnage, we spawned HCl2O, and we were then able to synthesize HClO.
Mm-hmm.
And the two following quests that are following that is conduct a water dissolution with H2CO2, or
is that H2CO2 or H2CO3?
I can't see that from here.
It's a 3, yeah. Well, see, I actually know how to make that. So let's work around that. So that one, original recipe. So what you're trying to do is H2CO3. Do you know what that is called?
Let's see, hydrogen, carbon.
So here's the thing. Thinking about that, it says original Coke recipe. So thinking about sodas, what do you think this is called?
Is that carbon dioxide? No, sorry.
All right. Well, wait. So let's think about what we already know. So what does the formula begin with?
It starts with a hydrogen.
Which means it's a what?
It's a hydrocarbon.
Not really, but it's something else. We said.
It's
an acid.
Acid. Well, do they all? When they always start with a hydrogen, are they an acid?
Yeah, for our purposes, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I never tell my students always, but most times, yeah.
Okay. So the hydrogen, so it's an acid plus carbon monoxide. I'm trying.
This is amazing. It's great. So yeah, as long as you're not dealing with like a hydrocarbon or an organic compound, usually the H means it's an acid. So this is H2CO3. So that is carbonic acid.
Carbonic acid. I thought I was somewhere along the lines. I just couldn't think of the right words.
Yeah. So I actually know how to make this one. So this is H2CO3, which is basically an equilibrium between water and carbon dioxide. So
an equilibrium.
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
So if working on that, I will bring some things in here. So we need probably CO2.
Yep. And water. All right, we should be able to make it now. Ow!
Water dissolution.
Yep.
There we are. Carbonic acid. The original Coke recipe. That is a beautiful molecule.
Doesn't it look great?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a bird of prey.
Okay.
You can see it, right?
I don't know what that is.
Like a vulture or an eagle. Better yet, you know, like the old retro video games where they have the little spaceship.
Oh, like the galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Galactica.
Galactica, yeah. Ooh, all right, we got there. It's gonna take.
So that got us that.
I still don't know how to reduce.
This seems like this is going a totally different direction.
It does. Can you go back to where's my what in the conduct redox reaction to produce H2O, HCl, and H.
And that was broken off of this.
Wait, maybe it doesn't have to be HClO.
Oh, you're thinking like it's just something else?
Yeah. Because if you have H2O plus...
Do you think we should just bring those into the picture here? Those three chemicals?
Sure.
Okay, so we had HCl. And we had... oxygen and water. So we have these three in the picture. This is what we wanted. And theoretically, these would be combinable, yes?
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
I'm sorry, what are we doing?
I was saying maybe if these like combined together, we could reverse the reaction.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is we're gonna have to make what it is that made that, but we have to find it first. See, this still doesn't.
Do you think so? It might be related to that hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Because you need another H2.
Is that it?
And then that will give you... Okay.
We getting there?
HClO, so you probably need peroxide, which will give you HClO2. Okay, so now if you have HCl and O, we have 3 and 3.
We're tackling the hard quest today, guys.
3 and 3.
We are tackling the hard quest.
And 1. You know, it's funny. We just made that way harder than it had to be. Just...
You know, it's a beginner, basic beginner quest, and we just went way overboard with it.
It's just, went way overboard with it. All you're doing is reacting hypochloric acid with hydrogen peroxide. Why wasn't that the first thing we tried to do?
Because we wanted to just do exposition. Okay, so you said we needed the hydrogen
exposition. Is this what we need? Is this what they paid for? Like, is this what the viewers are paying for?
So you said we needed hydrogen peroxide and the where is it? Not carbonic acid. The hydrochloric acid. No?
Oh wait, yeah, you already had that. Sorry, I thought you already had that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, it looks about as complicated as what we were talking.
I did it, and I was like, that's literally all you had to do. Like, scribbling furiously on this, just like, I'm gonna figure this out.
I think I was kind of on the right track when I'm just like, hypochlorous acid plus something, right?
Yeah, and I was like, it doesn't always have to be plus, but then I kept thinking redox reactions just with what they described, and I'm like, well, never mind. See, it's good having you here because I will completely overthink everything here.
All right.
So
we did. Where's my chlorine? We'll see you guys next time. Just smash that subscribe button, nail that bell icon, and we'll see you guys all next time. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.